Jesus, what is up, everybody? Um, Gonna go over the trade recap for today, and what my thought process was going into the market for today. So, right off the bat, going into today, we had just manufacturing, and New York Empire Manufacturing, um, which was at 8:30 Eastern Time, 5:30 Pacific. So that's obviously pre-market because market opens 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. New York time. So going into today. So first, let me just start by going over the two trades I took. All right, so I took two trades. One trade on one account, my second trade on the another account. So, um, I'll explain why there's arrows right here and not right here on this account because on this account it's the account that I got a W. Um, and the previous account or my other account, the one I took this L that you can see right here. But anyways, starting off on the 4 hour. Um, I marked out these 4 hour lows along with these 4 hour highs, scaling down to the 1 hour. We had these 1 hour lows right here along with these 1 hour highs, which we didn't even take out. We came and sort of just made relatively equal highs in a way. Before we started seeing a huge sell off, right? So this was on ES. On NQ, 4 hour low right here, along with this 4 hour low right here as well. 1 hour was just these 1 hour highs right here and 1 hour highs right here. However, these 1 hour highs were swept pre-market, and this is going to explain the trade that I took. We were pre-market swept. However, we hadn't made a push down yet. So with that being said, I scaled down to the 5 minute, and I was willing to take a trade because we were yet to make a push down. So we got, excuse me, we got this push up right, marking the sweep, push down, and then we got that retracement right here, right? A 5 minute retracement, and then after our 1 minute retracement candle, I was open to looking at trade. So this candle was at 9:35. Scale down to the 1 minute, and why did I choose the Nasdaq over the S&P 500? Well, the S&P 500 was just pretty choppy work, right? And right here we had more clearish confluences, right? So, and on top of that, ES hadn't swept any significant hourly hadn't swept yet hourly highs, right? So till like right here. And then again we had no entry yet till pretty much later, and it was the lagging index today, and kind of could have got an entry off this one with this SMT and then this fair value gap. However, I was already in a trade NQ, so let me go over. So 9:35, I was open and looking at trades. Scale down to the 1 minute. Got this small mini fair value gap right. Got pushed in it. Rejection, but still wasn't enough. I was waiting for this break of structure, right? And it break of structure happened right here, right? If I can, sorry, happened right here or right here. You can see right here as well. And this is where I entered on this rejection candle, which broke broke structure, and I was like, boom, okay. Stops were above originally these, yeah. So, oh, sorry, these highs are right here. I didn't really think price was gonna come all the way up here, and we started seeing a sell off, and price quickly decided to come right back up, um, and stop me right out my trade. Um, but this is where this trade came in, and if you were on the S&P 500, you would have spotted this out, that we had a SMT divergence, right, from the 5-minute highs. With this 5-minute high and this 5-minute high, and this was at 935, 955, and it is right here, 35, 55, an SMT divergence, right? So once I seen that, I didn't wait for like, I quickly hopped right back to NQ, and I just clicked the sell button after this break of structure right here. Uh, I kind of well, I kind of like lagged right here. My wife was having a bit of issues, so I kind of had to like exit out my trade hella quick because I had put double my contract sizes, which explains these arrows right here, right, buys and sells. But initially, initial trade was just selling after this break of structure, entered, and then first TP essentially was these lows right here, right? Second TP all the way down here. Third TP, these 4-hour lows. And yeah, that was the trade that I took on my second account. First account lost a good amount of money, but it's okay. One trade a day, win or loss, keeps your account alive to trade another day. That's the rule I go by, and that's what I like always think about when I'm trading. But yeah, one thing I could have done better in this trade. um, let's see. I guess if we would have waited for some type of bigger structure, we would have never got it. Right, it would have been a huge sell if we didn't notice this right here. But I'd say all in all, maybe putting my stops all the way up here above these highs, because if I would have kept them above here, we would have eventually won and just took one on that one account, on the first account. But I would have had to deal with a significant drawdown if we ended up losing, right? So I guess I could have just put my stops. I should have known when we saw this huge wick come right back down, that maybe price would want to come and maybe touch it, But I thought maybe price would want to come and sweep these highs, right? Because we hadn't swept anything in before or after market open, so I thought maybe it was just gonna come up. So I was like, it's not gonna. It's if it breaks this, it'll come and take these highs out before it starts making its move down, and then we'll re-enter on the other account. But that did not happen. Price came, formed the SMT, and then sell right back down. But yeah, I mean, I guess just putting my stops a little higher lately, that's been an issue for me, where my stops have been kind of super tight. And I gotta work on that a little more, below the wick of the previous high or low. But I thought simply like if we were above these highs, price was just gonna go for these high time frame liquidity and then make its move down. So I was like, you know what, I'll take my little L and then I'll re-enter. Exactly what happened. I took my L, waited a bit longer, and then re-entered as soon as I saw that SMT divergence. And again, if you were on the S&P 500, which was the lagging index, you would have just waited a bit. I mean, maybe you would have entered off of this as well, because it also had one. But again, the highs weren't as high here, so you could have possibly waited for the break of structure, which never really happened. Oh, actually, right here, you know, and you could have put stops right here, and you would have probably you would have got stopped out. Never mind, you would have still got stopped out unless you put your stops up here. Um, and then your low right here. But look at that risk to reward; it's like insane. But yeah, NQ for me was the one to go with, and my final um trade that I took on this account, the one I'm on right now, was essentially I was like, I'm cutting my losses right here above these highs because I was already 2 trades in with this one. It was 2 trades, just a lot of contracts. Um, so I'll take a small loss again, 2 losses, whatever. We'll live to trade another day. But my final CP, I was going for it all, right? So I was 3-1 risk to reward, uh, essentially. Was the final trade. So 1L, 1 win. So yeah, that was pretty much the trade for the day. Other trades for the day. Tomorrow should be a good trading day as well. We have no news. Just like pre-market, we have some like import prices and export prices, but it shouldn't really do much. And crude oil stocks at 130. So nothing, nothing crazy. Um, I'm trying to see. Yeah, so this is gonna come out like at what 4:30 towards market close. On Thursday we have a lot of news, but it's all before market open. So again, we're trading, looking to find a trade that day and Friday as well. So um yeah, that was the trade recap for the day. Um hopefully you guys caught a dub. If you guys didn't, it's okay. The market wasn't the best, and a lot of people also took it out today. So don't feel bad, don't feel left out, don't feel like you're not doing anything wrong, because that could happen when you take an L. You go on tilt, start thinking, man, my strategy's not good, or did I do something wrong? No, like take a breather, take the L, sit out for a bit, go do something else, come back and analyze your trade. What happened? What did you do wrong? Because a lot of people didn't like recatch this. Like I catched it because I had another account to trade. If I didn't have another account to trade, I would have been just like, that's it, take my L, go back to bed or something. No, I'm just kidding. But probably hit the gym and just forget about it. Tomorrow's another day. But luckily, I have another account, and I hopped on it and was like, okay, let's try again. And boom, it worked out in my favor. Nice risk to reward, and that was pretty much it. Um, so again, I think the mental side of trading is not really talked about enough, and I think that's the huge part to this all. It's not the problem isn't with the strategy. It's not with the market. It's simply with your mental area. Um, you know, every rule, every setup, every what's the word? Yeah, well, every trade setup works in my opinion. Whether you trade um support resistance, or if you trade like market structures, or if you trade smart money concepts, liquidity, how I trade, everything works in my opinion. It just comes down to the person, to their mental, how it is. If they can support seeing this much drawdown, if they can support seeing like the bigger picture, because all this is the bigger picture essentially. Yeah, I lost today, but by the end of the month, you're gonna be up. You know what I mean? So that's essentially what's going on, what it is, and how it all is, and that's how you got to see it. But with that being said, that's the knowledge I'm dropping on y'all today. Work on your mental side. Stick to one trade a day, win or loss. One trade a day keeps your account alive to trade another day. Remember that. Because the market is different every single day. Today, market could have been choppy. Tomorrow's going to be the greatest day the market has ever seen. So just keep that perspective whenever you go into the markets. Whenever you get an L or whenever you get a W, don't chase L's. Yeah. With that being said, guys, catch y'all on the next trade recap. Peace.